What's up, everybody? Today I want to do a short video. It's been burning at me for the past couple of days, and I've tried to film this video several times and get interrupted every time. But that's life. That's how it goes. Especially when you're a husband, you're a dad, you got a crazy household going on. But basically what I want to do on this video is talk about life in general. It's a little different than me playing music or playing a video game or whatever it may be. But basically, let's talk about goals. Let's talk about life. Not really sure why I want to do this video. It's just burning in my soul to do it. So that's why I'm doing it. I saw a video yesterday or the day before. It was on Facebook. It was one of those viral videos of Steve Harvey talking to his audience about life, about taking risks, about jumping off and doing something that you love, doing something that you should be doing. As I said, I am a husband and a dad, and that is a great life. I enjoy it. My wife is wonderful. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's loving. She's a very caring person, and she's one of the hardest workers I've ever met in my life. My two boys are great, but that doesn't mean that everything is always perfect in a marriage or in life in general. You go through financial problems, paying bills, doing just everyday normal things, just going to get something to eat, you want to go rent a movie, you want to go buy some new clothes or whatever. Sometimes you run into issues with that because of bills. Bills are always nagging at you, and you always have some kind of something pulling at your pockets, pulling at your wallet, your purse, whatever it may be. But the thing is that's normal. It's normal. It doesn't matter. I've never been a rich person and probably never will be. But I'm not looking at that as a negative thing. I just may never be rich, and I'm completely fine with that. But the problem that arises is when you have these things happening in your life, but then you have a job, and maybe in your job you have added stress. You have added stress that you bring home, and it hurts. It hurts things, and it's hard for you to get up and go in the morning. Like, you just don't even want to be there. You hate it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that video, it really spoke to me because I've always been a goal-oriented person that always strived to be something else. At 21 years old, I owned a tattoo shop. If you've seen any of my videos before, the interview I did with Atlanta Live back in the Korey music days, at the very beginning of them, I talked about the struggles behind that. I'm not going to go all into that, but it was a struggle. And it wasn't successful monetarily. But it was a success because I had an idea. I had a brainchild. I had something that I wanted to do, and I went out to do it. No, it didn't success money-wise. I didn't get rich, didn't even make a living off of it. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of my credit, lost a lot of my possessions that I had because of it. And it's still a struggle, sometimes even a day from it. But there were learning experiences. There were things that I learned where you can't just... The jump off thing that Steve Harvey said in his video is very correct. He is a very successful person. I can't argue with him, and I'm not going to. Not even going to try. I'd just like to get some positivity from him because it helps me as well. But the thing is that I learned with that is I had an idea. I planned it out somewhat, but I didn't plan it out very well, and I jumped right into it, and I crashed and burned. But that's what you have to do sometimes to learn, to grow, to get further in life. But you never let go. But I let that go because, I found out that's not what I wanted to do. It was being creative, and I love to draw and everything, but I didn't like to draw on command for people. So that wasn't me. It didn't work. Then I got into music, done bands. I've done, every band that I've been in has been successful to a certain degree. It climbed and climbed and climbed, and it never got where I wanted it to be. for one reason or another. Maybe our talent wasn't there. I don't know. But, I got signed to a record label, and they released an album, and then after the album was released, like, I guess they thought we were going to make millions of dollars, and it didn't happen, and then they just quit. They folded, and then I was left with nothing. But, it was fine. I enjoyed the experience. I had fun, made new friends, got better as a musician, and one thing after another, done another band, went another step higher, and it didn't work. But then at that point, I was growing tired. I was getting older, and I decided, hey, it's time to let go of all these little things that you hopelessly love, that you're getting nowhere in life. It's time to settle down and be normal. What is normal? There's really no definition of normal. Is normal, going to school, going to college, getting a degree, and becoming something, and getting married and having kids and doing all that? Is that normal? Maybe, maybe not. I know a lot of people that went to college and got degrees and didn't use them, and then turned around and done something else. Then they have loans, student loans to pay for. Another thing of debt that you have to pay for. I never went to school. I was going to go several times, but it just didn't ever work out. And I was determined not to go to school for something that I didn't care about, because I knew I'd be wasting my time and wouldn't care. But all throughout this, I've been a heating and air person, worked as a grunt, an installer, and now I'm a service technician. I come to people's houses and fix their stuff that's broken. And I have to use my mind for that. But then there's a lot of hard work that goes into that as well. And I can't say that I honestly hate it, but there are times every single day where, one, I may not want to get up to go because I'm not excited to go. There are things that we do there that's just monotonous and boring, and I hate it. There's the things of where you're just uncomfortable, whether it's hot outside, you're burning up, or it's cold, you're cold. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm fixing something to make someone else comfortable. And it pays me a okay wage. But at the end of the day, you look at it and you look at your paycheck and you're like, wow, taxes ate that up. I'm like, I'm not really bringing anything. I have high bills, but I have stuff that I want and everything else, and that's life. But that's going to happen one way or the other. We're all going to be guilty of trying to live above our means, and maybe I am, maybe me and my wife are sometimes. But it's what makes us happy, is to have those things. So we have to work for them. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, any of those things, whether you play it safe or you jump after whatever it is that makes you happy, you're going to have bills and you're going to have debt. That's life. That's the way it is nowadays. But what I want people to realize is Steve was right. If there's something, and I'm not even going to say if there's something, because there is something in each and every one of you, me, everyone. I don't know how many people will watch this video, probably none. But if you do, maybe you get something out of this, and maybe that's why I was supposed to do this. But every one of us were created with something. That one thing. That one thing that sets us apart. I don't know what it is. And that one thing may set you apart from most people, but someone else may have that in common. You got to find that thing. And that thing usually makes you happy. It makes you joyous. And it drives you. Whatever that one thing is, find it. Don't run from it. Don't let it go to waste. Don't let it sit by the wayside and just ignore it. I've done that for several years. And it didn't make things better. I do these YouTube videos. I do them on this channel. I do another channel with a group of my friends called Noise Entertainment. We do a lot of stuff over there. A bunch of creative minds getting together and doing videos, having fun, creating content. And that's enjoyable. it may never go anywhere. That may not be the thing that I find that takes a hold of my life and brings wealth and brings all these things to my family. But it brings out something in me. I'm not letting creativity go to waste. I haven't really been active as a musician in a long time, but doing these videos, doing them here, doing them with Noise, I've brought out the guitar, I've played the guitar, I've wrote songs, brought out artwork, designing logos or different things. You work on video ideas, you do all these different things, and then you have your passions. Like our passions are playing video games. We do that, we enjoy it, we talk about them, and you bring the things that you love into it, and that's what we do. We do those things, and it helps me through the day. All the rough stuff, all the bad stuff, you can forget it, and you can put your negative energy, turn it into positive energy, and turn it into something creative. And that's what works for me. I don't know what it is that works for you, but what I want people to do, what I want people to take from this video is don't go through life being miserable. If you have a job that you're working and you're absolutely hating life, you're taking it home, and you're being negative at home, or any of that, maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Take a step. Take a step back, look at the situation, assess it, and say, this is not where I need to be. Step away from it. I'm not telling you to just throw everything to the wind, but sometimes that works for people. Go for it. Life's not meant to be just this dreadful thing. It's meant to be hard sometimes. We have to earn things. And that's what I grew up learning. Like, nothing in life comes for free. No one's going to hand you anything your entire life. You may get some handouts, but not always. Eventually the well's going to run dry, and you got to earn it. Get out there and earn it. Find whatever that passion is and earn it. Do it. Just do it. Quit letting negatives take a hold and stop you. It's scary. It's scary to jump out. I've done it before. It was scary then, and it really has been scary since I failed. But me personally, I'm starting to get ready to jump again. Not saying I'm going to quit my job, but doing this, doing whatever it is. If I find something else, I'm going to put it into that too, but I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to put in the hours. I'm going to grind. And I'm going to make sure that I succeed at it. Because the thing is, life will hit you as many times as you let it. It's only us that chooses to stay down. Eventually, we'll weather it, and we'll keep moving forward, and we'll rise above. That's the human way. That's human nature. A lot of people nowadays, including myself, have learned to just take it on the chin and stop. Just let it go. We don't have passion anymore. We don't have fire. We don't have desire. It's time to get that back and take what's waiting for you. Because it's waiting. Every one of us have something waiting for us. But only we can unlock it. No one else can. So I guess what I'm saying is go for it. Find that passion. Find that desire. Find that thing that you're good at, that you love to do. Chase it. Drag it down and own it. Don't let anybody take it away from you, because they can't. If you really work for it, it's yours. So with that being said, that's all I'm going to say for the rest of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like my video, if you like my other work that I do on here, if you like games, videos, and all kinds of craziness, like this page, or this channel, sorry. Like this channel for more. Also go over to Noise Entertainment on YouTube and subscribe to that channel. And I'll see you next time. But if I never see you again and this is the only time you see me, I hope you got something out of this. I love you. Take care of yourselves. And have a great life. Later.